Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Damsel leaf from CZT and Annett Rumpler. I've been seeing a lot of this in our community, and I was like, oh, we need to do it, and taking the opportunity. All right, so this one starts off with, well, what I like to call like a fancy fescue, but it's kind of a fescue shape. Well, let's just start here. So it's just a kind of curved line that comes back on itself, and we'll just fill that in. This one is so well. It's easy. There was one little bit that, looking at the end result, it's fine, but that kind of threw me a little bit. So the next step is we're going to do a nice curved line on top of your the curved line, a curved line on top of the curved line. Yeah. All right, but we're going to start it like right after the bulb part here, like so. And then we'll just fill it in. And if you want to fill it in quick, make sure you have a thicker nib pen. I personally love the graphic one for this because it kind of comes to a point. It's not quite a brush tip, but feels like it sometimes. Or I feels like it sort of, I should say. It's not as wobbly. That's the only word I can come with. Because the brush tip, it's very brushy at the end. This is a little bit has a little more substance, a little stiffer there, but not like the bigger nibbed microns that are more solid. Anyway, next step, and I decided to add a little extra step. It's not an extra step, to divide the one step up, because I personally needed to see this. What have I got on me? Pencil. Tangling too much. So the next step, like I said, I split it into two, and coming kind of right around that same place, I'm just going to do an aura of this curve, and don't come quite to where the other one ended, and then you can kind of create a I don't know, just a shape, kind of a S shape, sort of. That's what I was seeing with these, were like more of an S shape, kind of a curvy shape, versus this, which is a nice C shape. But if you want to take a look at the For More Inspiration link, Annett's step out is there, plus a really neat sample where she used it was kind of like black pen on white and white on black, in the same sample. Just really really neat how she did that. And that's it. That is all there is to it, except for you to just have more fun with it. I'm just gonna we'll do a couple extra ones here to make like a nice picture. And what I really like about this, and there was one, oh, I don't remember the name. It was, you know what? I'm gonna hit pause really quick. I'm back. You didn't even know I was gone because I just said it and I went. It's called YA, and I know I did this in a video a little while ago. And what I liked about that, and the same thing I like about this, and I think that they might make maybe a neat combination, is I like the filled, that it's just all filled in. It's kind of like a silhouette, sort of, and it's just, I think it's just really really neat. Oops. Well, I can. Well, so if you accidentally do this to the same length, actually, it's just a little bit shorter, and I think having it a little bit shorter, excuse me, it kind of helps with that, the impression of a curve. Let me turn this the other way here. Yeah, it kind of makes like it look a little more bendy. And here's the beauty: if you don't like something, because it's a fill in, we can course correct. That was a bit much there, but you can though. Yeah, and having the one side bigger than the other. The other thing is just don't worry about it. Oh, that's what I was going to try to have it come down a little more. After I said just don't worry about it, I'm going to worry about it. Sometimes easier said than done. But yeah, these are neat leaves to. The other one is by Sandy Ho. Yeah, and it's just like I said, it's just really. I like the look, and maybe just because it's different, maybe because it's kind of high contrast. Probably more just because it's different. But how neat to add that into the your Tangle toolbox. All right, last one. All right, really neat. Just I don't know, really neat. And for this, there's really not necessarily there's not necessarily shading that you would do because it's solid. However, you could do the whole drop shadow thing. Let's just do. And actually, I'm just gonna. Maybe I'll just do like that, so it's kind of like just the outline. And well, let's just try those two. And you know what? I'm not. Let's see. I don't want to add graphite to it, and I don't. Oh, I don't necessarily have a fresh one out. But you know, I think I'm just going to leave it like that because I think it looks fine. So if you wanted to add a shadow, you could do that. You could. It was usually a shadow. The light source is coming from one way. Well, I could just add it a little bit here. I was thinking I could add it to the other side. I am just going to leave it as it is, though, for now. I'm tempted to just smear it with my finger a little bit, just to have it blurred, smoothed out a little bit, but at the same time, it kind of looks cool. So that's one way. If you wanted to add shadow, you could do that. Really neat. Neat tangle. All right. So if you enjoyed it, and I hope you did, would love to have you click like, and if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you subscribe to the channel. Feel free to leave comments, share it, and all of that. In the description section, I always do my own version of the step out, so you'll find that plus Annett's step out. I always call that for more inspiration because that's a lot of why it's there. Below that, link to my website. So if you'd like to connect, or maybe you'd like to do some online classes, you will see that information there. And then below that, a link to my Facebook page and our amazing Facebook community private page. So if you'd like to hang out with a bunch of crazy and wonderful Tangle addicts, then you'll want to maybe join us in that group. Just to let you know, I have a couple of four questions that to gain entry into questions/statements to gain entry into the group. So just so you're aware of that. So anyway, neat Tangle. I love it, and now I feel good that I finally have done. Like I said, I've seen a lot of our community using this, and I was anxious as I was looking around. I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that, and fun. All right, so with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.